Good day, everyone. Ali here from SOXX Financial Network. Today is February 27, 2023. Here is S&P 500 daily chart. Okay, so we expected kind of like a positive day. Market had a positive day, but look at that. So it's kind of like rejecting this area. It's forming bearish consolidation. I assume that market is going to have a pop this week, which happened just Monday, and we had a positive day. However, volume was pretty light, like 65 million for S&P 500. Right now we are at a 142 PST, which is still we have got a time for finishing the day after market, but volume was pretty light. So when we have a light volume consolidating, look at that. So we are consolidating, price is consolidation above this moving averages. You know what is my pattern. So even it rejected SMA 50 and also rejected this trend line which broken down. This consolidation means, folks, we are getting back to the bear momentum, possibly end of this week or even next week. So if we can go above this S&P 500, if it cannot go above 4050, or at least as a SMA 20, which is at 4083 on the top. So that's going to be a selling signal. Right now, the first tranche is going to be SMA 50, and even this trend line above 4000 area. Market couldn't go above 4000 area. Even we have positive days. So all in all, when everything is coming together, even this buy signal gives us possibly a pop, then coming down and follow through with another sell signal. So all in all, just stay tuned, sit on the side. I'm not getting into a bullish phase right now just because market couldn't go above this trend line. Market couldn't go above SMA 50. Market couldn't go above this trend line. So all in all, when I see consolidation here, and even if there is a pop, that's going to be a selling opportunity to the downside. If we slice through all these three moving averages, which is SMA 200, 150, and 100, that's going to be ugly setup for the market coming down to here. The possible scenario for March low is going to be here, which I believe we are getting back to here, at least somewhere around 3600, 3683. But some people, again, this possibility is getting bolded in the net. So I'm just curious if we can get there to lower low. Possibly that's going to be a scenario because we have a wide swing low. There is another one, the second one, and the third one is here. Possibly we will have the fourth one here. So that's going to be 20 to 25%. But again, we are not forecasting. We would be agnostic. I'm just looking for the March period for the bottom of the market. So we will see how it goes, and we are just waiting for the pattern to give us which way we should go. Going to the early chart, here's the early chart. We had a very volatile day. You see that? So we had a like nice pop to the upside coming down, and again we went back up. So this formation is pretty choppy. So the next level above is going to be here. Next level down is going to be here. If we break above this pivotal point, which is about 4,000, then we are going to S&P. It's going to pave its way for 4,045, which is coming to this pivotal point. This is a nice supply area coming along with this pivotal point, coming along with this pivotal point. So 4,045, 4,050, that's going to be the maximum upside target. If we get there, to be honest, that's going to be a good for a put option. But if we can't get there and just coming down, clean out this pivotal point, you're going all the way down to the next levels, which is coming down to here, 39.13, and also this level, 38.94. So that's going to be the possibility for S&P 500. Moving on to the Nasdaq. So here's the Nasdaq daily chart. Again, this ABC pattern could happen just earlier that I expected. We have tons of moving averages here. We have the same price action, so I'm not going to repeat every single time, but we will see how it goes. If it has a pop to the upside, so possibly that's going to be a B wave, and then C wave is coming down to this area. So we are just waiting for this. The next possible scenario for the downside target is going to be double bottom, somewhere around 10,200. 10,650, and the lowest possibility and a lower price is going to be these two. So again, we are not forecasting. I'm just getting ready, to be honest, for the March low. If we get there, possibly we are going to see the bottom for 2023. Again, when we are getting to individual stocks, you will see why I'm just inclining to these lower prices for the indexes, just because all leaders or leading stocks are forming kind of like a bearish pattern, at least most of them. Moving on to UF30, which is Dow Jones. Here's the Dow Jones daily chart. So Dow Jones had a positive day, 122 gain, signal for the buy coming along with this pivotal point. But still, let me just clean this. Still, I'm just looking for this one as a consolidation. Look at this rejection. So we had a rejection to this supply area, which is kind of makes sense. This is a wide range bar breaking through this triangle. Everything is possible for a bounce on this pivotal point. So when we have a bounce and couldn't go above this, so we need to see Dow Jones is coming back above this candle. If it goes just all the way up to here to 33,564, kind of middle of this candle, and below of this shadow pivotal point, and also here kind of middle of this wide range bar, and then coming down. So that would be a classic scenario for a dead cat bounce, and we will see if it's coming down. 31,000 is going to be around the corner. 30,000, that's going to be great buying opportunity, because I believe Dow Jones can hit new all-time high possibly this year, at least double top. Here is the hourly chart. So hourly chart, kind of like a choppy formation. We are getting to this pivotal point. We had a seller's control on it. So right now we are just in no man's land. So it's between these two pivotal points. And you know that this is not the right type of the trading, at least for this time frame. All right, moving on to, let me go up to yield. Here is the yield. 2 years yield. All right, so here's the 2 years bond yield, and we had a double top formation. That makes sense, to be honest, because we nailed this on Friday, which is a weekly analysis, and I told you possibly we will see a downside, and this downside can go all the way down to here to 4.53%, which is coming to this pivotal point. So if we get there, so that's going to ease off on the stock, at least for a day or two, or consolidation. That would be very, very bullish sign for the yield to go higher. If it goes above 5%, it's going to signal to the Federal Reserve, hey Fed, what are you doing? We need to be above 5%. Right now it is at 4.78. Still, it signals for the Fed, we need to have rates above 478, which is 5,000, 5% area, or 525. Where are we at? 433, which we have another 75 basis point to the upside. So let's see how it goes, but this is not a good pattern for gold, not good pattern for stocks and also precious metals as well. Moving on to the TLT. TLT is coming down. Actually, it was up today, just 20 cents up, but it was like a forming a doji bar here. Here is, again, I'm just expecting possibly that's going to be the same way of a stock is doing. Possible low to here to fill out this gap. And I'm not sure if we clean out this area. So bond is very, very tempting, to be honest, because if you believe we are at the end of the era for the rating, for the hike rating, for the rate hiking, that should be good for bond. But possibly we will have another 75 basis to the upside, and that's going to put more pressure on the yield to coming down to the bond to coming down here. So 94 to 96, I believe that's going to be very, very good opportunity. We'll see if it goes there, but today price action, just a doji bar, nothing more. Gold had a positive day today. Possibly gold can go to test this wide range bar. Here is the wide range bar. We are coming back down. So 1830 or 1832.33. So that's going to be bottom of this wide range bar, which we engulf this. So all buyers became sellers there. So lots of sell opportunities there. Possibly we will have a bounce to that area 1830. So that's going to be another possibly sell opportunity to get down here, and possibly low 1700. That's going to be a good area, which is coming along with 61.8% Fibonacci. We'll see how it goes. Crude had a negative day today. Nothing spectacular for crude. However, we are just forming a bullish consolidation. Is this the one? If it forms bullish consolidation and pop to the upside, we'll see if we clean out this pivotal point, because if it cleans this pivotal point, that's going to be very bullish sign for a crude, and we are getting back to kind of the type of movement that I like, because failure pattern, this is a head and shoulder, and this head and shoulder still is not triggered based on the textbook. However, some people are saying possibly that's going to be bear flag consolidating above this trend line to trigger to the downside. So again, crude is sitting in very decisive moment of the truth for the crude. If we clean out 72 pivotal point, it's gonna signal for 61. So 63, if it goes above this 80, we are going back to the 100. Right now we are at 75, so it's kind of like in no man's land. So we are not touching this anymore, but it is interesting to watch. VIX had a very down tick today, so it is kind of like a possible expectation that we have something like this. We break to the upside, coming back down to test to buy back all the orders for another spike. So we are having like a this downtick coming up to very oversold condition, or kind of very important weekly level. We had breakthrough coming back down. So this is kind of like a possible scenario for VIX, still above $20, $20.95. That was today's close. And VIX is getting ready for the second half of the March. Dixie, which is dollar, had a very negative day today, but this is just a typical price action movement. Look at this pivotal point. Here's the pivotal point, bottom of this bounce, coming back down. We are getting back there, bounce coming down. So we are getting back there again. If it consolidates here, that's going to be a bullish action for dollar, which I believe it's coming. Again, pullback is going to be kind of expected. We expected this one in our weekly analysis, which I posted on Friday. And if it goes down, that's going to be just buyback for the orders for the long side. 106, 107, that's going to be first possible scenario, pullback. And then next, an ultimate one, which is going to be somewhere around April. I would say 108, 109, and possibly 110. I'm not sure even if we get there. So that's going to be 61.8 Fibonacci from this top to this pivot. So that's going to be corrective move, very strong corrective move for another sell-off to the downside, and possibly that would be the end of the bull for the dollar. Moving on to Apple. Apple had a very undecisive day, I should say. It was just popped, coming back down, and then going up, and then coming back down. Just a $1.21 gain, 174. Apple, if it goes above 150 to 152, so that's going to be filling the gap scenario for another leg down to 135 to 137. That's going to be the possible scenario for kind of like a reverse head and shoulder, classical reversal moment for the market. April, March, that's going to be a possibility for the time as well. Amazon just forming a bearish consolidation. It has an uptick, just 26 gain, but look at the type of the candle. It was a red, it was very low volume after this sell-off in this wide range bar. Still consolidating for another leg down. If Amazon goes down, possibly that's going to be double bottom. I'm not sure. I'm just looking for, to be honest, a lower low here, somewhere around here. From 63 to 78, I would be all in buyer, just because it gives us very nice buying opportunity for Amazon. Meta had a downtick today, 85 cents down. Meta, after this spike, look what happened. So this spike, it was just a hype, and now it's coming down gradually with a low volume, possibly to fill up this gap, and also getting back to this wide range bar. So 147 to 160, 155. That's going to be a possibility for Meta to get down. Microsoft, look at the type of candle. We just had a pop today here, and sellers took control all trading session today. Microsoft came down, and it was just 94 cents gain for Microsoft just because it closed higher than Friday candle. But look at the type. So this is kind of like a reverse, sharply sell off, reverse back up, test this broken trend line, possibly going down 226, 230. That's going to be a possibility for Microsoft. Again, we had put option, we close it, and to be honest, I'm just looking for more price action. We got into one good name, Southern Copper, for the copper, and make sure watch that video as well. I just put a link here as well. Google down $70. Oh, sorry. Google up 74 cents up, but look at the type of candle. This is just a retracement to the upside. Nice consolidation here, pivotal point, technical reaction to, even if it can go to 90, 91, even I'm not sure, possibly 90, 86, 90, 85, and then fill up this gap and then coming down. Google could be the first stock in FANG territory, which getting to the lower low. So stay tuned, sit tight, 75 to 83. That's going to be a possible scenario for Google. Let's move this one here, just adjust it a bit and see how it goes. Netflix is the next one, shooting a star on the top, gain $5.88, but look the type of the candle. It's not that strong, it's just a reaction to this white range bar. We got buyers back there just because this is a white range bar, back test going up. We are getting back to this area, to this white range bar. But if it consolidates here, it's going to beat up all the buyers, and then finally, boom, coming down to 251 to 275. That's going to be a possibility. Tesla was a powerhouse today, so 5%, 5.46% up. Tesla, along with semiconductors, some of them were the most important stocks today. Just hold up the Nasdaq and market. Just without them, Nasdaq and market didn't have anything, to be honest, especially Tesla and Apple. So as long as Tesla is above this wide range bar, above this 190, no problem. But I think it's going to go down. The question is when. This gap or even lower, that's going to be good buying opportunity for call option. SMH, which is semiconductor index, look at the type of candle. Today, $1.07 gain, but look at that. Sellers took control all trading session, and it was going down all the way. It was just higher than close on Friday, but again, this is not a good pattern. This is a pattern of weakness, and if it can break through this trend line, it can go to this wide range bar, 208 to 12. That's going to be a possible scenario. SOXX even worse. Look at the candle, Maribuzo, bearish Maribuzo to the downside, no lower shadow, no higher shadow. Just the sellers took a control all the way. So what you can say, this is bearish, this is a bear flag, this is going down. TSM 87.3. TSM is the first one, I believe, starting to form this bear flag to the downside. It's going to trigger. If TSM goes down, probably the same scale is going to go down to test this area, which is coming to this gap. However, we will have possibly some stop here, just a doji stop here. But I would say TSM below 80 is going to be a very, very possible scenario for next few weeks. AMD, $68 gain, the same price action. I'm not going to repeating. We are just consolidating inside this gap. Above this consolidation area, possibly we're going down even to here. Look at this trend line. So that's going to be possible scenario. NVDA, this one is in hype, but the hype is getting over, guys. That's what I'm telling you. Even this gap couldn't hold up this well. So look at this stock. This is Meta. We had this nice up move. Look what happened after that. And right now, going back to the NVIDIA chart, we had this hype. That was an exhaustive move to the upside, exhaustion candle. We are getting down. If we clean out this 205, possibly we're getting even more down to this area. So I'm just waiting for this to see how it goes. But NVIDIA is not in my buy list. It will be in my buy list when it get in when it gets ugly. TXN, Texas Instrument, coming down. Actually, it was a gain, but look at the type of candle again, kind of like a bearish momentum. Even updays are red candle. That's not a good sign. That is very, very bad sign. Possibly we are getting back to here, and I think possible scenario 152 to 155. Again, look at these areas, guys, because in few weeks, few days, we are getting back to them, and you will see how we are getting close to our buy area. So right now, stay on the side. Lamb Research, the same one, we are consolidating above this trend line. This is not a good sign. We need to have a sharp bounce if we want to get back to the bullish momentum. But right now, consolidating, beating up all the buyers here, because it was a breakout candle at the end of the day, and buyers are there still, but sellers are just beating all the buyers' order. Sell, 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 sell. When there is no buyer, boom, coming down 444. That's going to be the first possible scenario for bounce, but ultimately I'm looking for low 400, even 380. That's going to be possible scenario. Okay, I think that was it for today. If you have got any question, please let me know, and follow our channel, subscribe to our channel, and smash the like button if you like this video. Have a wonderful day. See you on the chart. Bye bye.